Hello my friends, from a different location this time. I am done with my whiskey review. I've done this review at the beginning of February 2021 while I was in isolation for 2 weeks because of the travel rules and regulations. And here I am today giving you, and I will say it now, a very good whiskey of remarkable quality. Arran, 21 years old, single malt Scotch whiskey from the Isle of Arran distillery, or newly referred to as Lochranza distillery. It was a gift from my better half, and yes, she chose well indeed. Here it is, 700 ml bottle and the presentation box. Arran is a small island located off the southwest coast of Scotland. It is the largest island in the Firth of Clyde and the 7th largest Scottish island at 432 square kilometers. The island is cut in half by the Highland Boundary Fault, a geological division which makes the north rugged and hilly, whereas the south is more gentle and lower lying. Arran, 21 years old, is fully matured in sherry casks, bottled without chill filtration or added color at 46% ABV. The first 21 years old single malt release for the Arran, launched at the end of 2018, was a limited release of only 9,000 bottles, but it was re-released in autumn 2019, this time being a permanent addition to Arran's core portfolio. And I have a lot of respect for this distillery. It is only 25 years old, with the first spirit being distilled on the 29th of June 1995 and officially opened on August 17th. The first few years were not easy for this young distillery, and the company regularly made heavy losses, and it was not until 2006 that a trading profit was achieved. Arran raised a big proportion of its original funding by selling single casks to the public, but now the spirit is fully reserved for sale as Arran single malt, which is impressive. In 2007, Isle of Arran Distillers was named Scottish Distillery of the Year, and James McTaggart took over from Gordon Mitchell as distillery manager in June of the same year. In 2018, the building of a new distillery named Lag Distillery began, and the production started on the 19th of March 2019. As the company has now opened a second distillery on the island, the distilleries are referred to as Lochranza and Lag. One island, one company, 2 distilleries, 2 different regions. In the north, Lochranza Distillery is the home of the classic unpeated Arran single malt, whilst in the south, Lag Distillery is producing a heavily peated spirit. In total, there are 5, or arguably 6, recognized whiskey regions: Speyside, Highlands and Islands, Islay, Campbelltown and Lowlands. And of course, Highlands and Islands are sometimes classed as 2 different regions due to their differing flavor profiles. Just mentioned a few minutes ago, running from the Firth of Clyde in the west to the Firth of Tay in the east, the Highland Boundary Fault line runs across the middle of Scotland and dissects 2 of these distinct whiskey regions: Island and Highlands above the fault line, and the lowlands below the fault line. The boundary fault line also runs directly across the Isle of Arran, So above the fault line we have Lochranza Distillery, and below the fault line Lag Distillery. Falling below the boundary fault line, Lag Distillery is officially classified as Scottish lowland distillery. However, Lag is not producing a typical lowland whiskey, which is light, delicate, grassy and easy drinking in nature. Instead, it is producing a rich, heavily peated whiskey, typical of a Highland style. Lochranza Distillery, finding itself north of the boundary fault line, is registered in the Highland and Island category, producing an unpeated whiskey which is light and citrus in flavor. The Arran single malt range contrasts beautifully to the spirit they produced at Lag Distillery. Rich amber in color, clear, nice, 100% natural color. On the nose, this bottle was opened about a week ago, and I poured this drum about 20 minutes ago. When you first nose it, you get a light freshness on the nose. It needs some time and patience in the glass, but then it presents a really nice nose with sweet and rich sherry notes. A wonderful citrus notes with oranges, followed by more tropical fruit, mango and pineapples, cherries, raspberries and mouth-watering. Yes, this is a very fruity whiskey, very robust, complex, but not extremely complex for its age. Judging by the color and the smell, I can say there are not many first fill sherry casks involved here, but the quality of the wood is definitely here. A little bit of oakiness, well balanced with those sherry notes, and no alcohol to attack my nostrils. A great feeling on the palate. First, sweet and full, oily, creamy, some wonderful wheat spices, cinnamon, pepper, then sherry notes, almond chocolate, a little bit of bitterness, but not annoying. A spike of pepper, nutty chocolate, then again the tropical fruits, more oranges and mandarins. No need to rush when having this whiskey. I will sip on this drum for another hour or so. And this is my advice to you as well. If you are already into whiskey, you will know it, but if you are a new, inexperienced whiskey drinker, don't gulp it down. That's not the way how to enjoy a whiskey, especially a good quality whiskey. Sip it, spend enough time exploring the flavors, and you will be rewarded. Nice medium finish, no burn, some fruits, and the oak coming from behind. My mark is 9.2 out of 10 for this whiskey, and if you remember, I gave Glenfarclas 21 years old 9.1. The extra 3 points in percentage or in ABV and the non-chill filtration made the difference. Complex, but not quite as I would expect from a 21 years old whiskey, and wonderfully balanced, priced at £120, a fair price, I say. In conclusion, my friends, if you want to try a mature, good quality whiskey, and if you want to tick a few other boxes like a nice decanter, a decent box, which will give you the exact information you need to know, then look no more. Arran 21 is there for you. Well, this is my opinion, of course. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and I shall see you next time. Slanjiva.